What now?
Oh, this blooming heat.
All right then.
Yeah? Hey, mister!
Hello,
Need a ride? Good choice.
Say. Whoa!
Yes.
Well... Okay then.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Leave it to me!
Thank you.
Ridiculous.
All right then.
what do I do?
Oh my.
Hey!
Right. I guess, but... Huh? Hi there! I see. What?
Oh, this blooming heat.
What is it you require? Yeah.
Uh.
All right then.
That's terribly unfair.
That's enough.
Our business is done.
Yes.
Oops!
Hey, you.
Really now?
What do I do?
Whoa!
This... Let's rest.
The tool of the state arrives. What?
Weather like this, no telling what'll happen.
Enjoy your stay.
Kind of freaky.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least.
Did you see that giant bug just now?
Oh, pull yourself together.
Well, listen to you.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceeding.
Right. We meet up with Joanna. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. I believe she expressed...
And what if she ends up not showing up?
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the day.
Balderdash will not...
Right. We've done what we can do.
Too early yet to... And while we're at it...
Oh, haha, very funny.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths?
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head? When I take the...
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right than...
Enough about appearance. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. Our tribes. Hear, hear! For Rusan pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force?
When I'm queen, all the lands corrupt up those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We're...
Preach it, Katharina! You just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad.
You've got it backwards, geezer.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagine.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound?
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of...
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a cat.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain? Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite...
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Can't afford to be too picky.
Well, at least it ought to be better than the cuisine we suffered in Martira. Ugh. It's rather...
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish...
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a problem like that, I had to do...
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so... Do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head...
I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to, spice this race up a bit. You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh?
Yeesh.
My apologies.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face. Ah!
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in.
How did you come to be here?
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get my...
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, to be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not... Look, you can explain yourself freely, in your own words.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized at a later date, when the second round is announced. The faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the...
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with his and her highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship.
Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been...
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was all...
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sites.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your...
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's...
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the...
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Now, on to the next!
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Warden is simply in another class. Suddenly...
Warden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
You'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and try...
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that. Ooh. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would...
Where's the head?
Pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before...
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. You chief of all things.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my...
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just...
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... Well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen! And it's unlike any we've seen...
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Fallen do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now?
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please.
I will. I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just... If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he...
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make...
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them.
Not bad, pups.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive...
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Louis...
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part of...
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you? Right. It worked for us.
Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the...
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from...
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it! What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
Still, it is a significant step forward. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph! She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols that...
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours?
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. The collection of divine relics shall be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be under... Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day...
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right...
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, I... humblest apology.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved.
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such...
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this...
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there.
We have little other option but to show up.
Huh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Let's hurry.
Oi there! Oi there! Oi there!
All right then. All right then. What now? All right then.
Let's go.
right then.
Let's hurry.
All right then. What now?
Let's hurry.
All right, then. Oi!
Well, look who it is. Appreciate...
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet, right? Still...
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at my big brother's expense. That's...
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
help anyone in need.
Meaning what, exactly?
It means he's even willing...
You'll answer the question from me. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll...
Where?
So?
Goodbye. Hello, Hello, Hello,
Oh my.
All right, then.
Oh my.
All right, then.
Let's go.
All right, then.
Oi! Oh.
All right, then.
Gone clammy all over with this, you baby, I have.
What am I gonna do, eh?
Grand, innit?
What now?